You alright lads and lasses, JackOps here and welcome back to another tutorial video. In this tutorial, I'm going to be teaching you how to run Mac OS on a Windows based PC. Just a word of warning, I'm going to be giving this tutorial a difficulty rating of 4 out of 5, so make sure you stick around because I consider it quite difficult for those who aren't tech savvy. So for starters, you'll want to download and install the Oracle VirtualBox and the VirtualBox extension pack. Then download and extract the Mojave, cheers Google, image HFS zip folder. The CMD CMP text file should be downloaded too. I'll provide a link for all of these in the description below. Step 1. Set up and creating a VM. After you've done that, load up Oracle VirtualBox, click Machine in the top left corner and click New. Give your VM a name. For the sake of simplicity and for this tutorial, I'll call this Mac on Windows 10. Keep a note of what you've named the VM, as you'll need it for later. Don't change the machine folder, and change the type to Mac OS X, and the version to Mac OS X 64-bit. Click Next, and select the suitable amount of RAM you'd like to allocate to the VM. And I say suitable because allocating all your system's RAM to the VM will cause your system to become unstable every time you use the VM. I have 16GB of RAM, so I'll allocate a modest 4GB. It's completely up to you. Click Next and select the third option. Click the folder icon to the right and click Add. Here you should select the Mojave image HFS file you extracted earlier. Click Choose and then click Create. Step 2. Configuration. Now in the main VirtualBox menu, you should see a tab named with, well, whatever you named your VM. In my case it's Mac on Windows 10. Click Settings and head down to System. Where the boot order box is, make sure only optical and hard disk are selected. In the chipset box, change it to PIIX3. Next, head over to the processor section and adjust the processor's bar to whatever your processor can handle. In my case, I have an 8-core processor, so 4 cores allocated to the VM will do just fine for me. Then you'll need to get to the display tab and adjust the video memory slider to 128MB. After you've done that, head to the USB tab and select the USB 3.0 controller. This is so you can use your keyboard and mouse, by the way. Once you've done all that, hit OK and our VirtualBox is configured to run Mac OS. Close VirtualBox and don't get excited yet, unfortunately it's not over yet. Step 3. Command prompt. Now the complicated steps shall begin. Open the CMD CNP text file you should have downloaded earlier. Where it says Mac on Windows 10 in each line of code, change it to what you named your VM, or if you've named your VM the same as mine, don't bother. Then in the Windows search bar, type in CMD, right click it and run it as administrator. With the command prompt now open, you should copy and paste the first line of code into CMD and hit enter. Then do the same for each other bit of code one by one. As soon as you finish that, you should be good to go. Open VirtualBox and start your VM. If everything has went correctly, your VM should start with an ugly wall of coding and then eventually load to the macOS screen, and that should be you done. Anyway, that's it for this video. If you fancy more content like this, be sure to support my channel by liking and sharing this video. Maybe even consider subscribing and joining the Jack Operatives. Go a step further and support me in other platforms by liking my Facebook page, follow me on Twitter, joining the Discord server, and clicking the bell icon so you don't miss any future videos. This is JackOps, signing off.